Western Michigan Broncos. In goal, number 0, Isaac Walker. Number 3, Brennan Creek. Number 4, Philip Smith. Number 6, Dylan Singh. Number 8, Daniel Nivik. Number 9, Eric Cannerty. Number 14, Aiden O'Connor. Number 15, Caden Jackman. Number 21, Mike Mellaroni. Number 24, Mayani Duran. And number 25, Charlie Sharp. The head coach for Western Michigan is Chad Wiseman. Assistant coaches Josh Ross, Shane Lyons, Giuseppe Vitale, and Mike Carbach. And now, starting on the BGSU Falcons. Starting in goal, number 33, Brendan Reigns. Number 3, Jody Apapinu. Number 5, Jacob Erlinson. Number 8, Zach Fisher. Number 10, Sergi Martinez. Number 12, Hale Schindel. Number 13, Michael Montgomery. Number 15, Matthew Romano. Number 17, Alberto Anana. Number 20, Jensen McCasco. And number 27, Nathan Masters. Falcons coaches, and direct your attention to the flag at the north end of the stadium as we honor America, as well as all those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will be serving in our armed forces with the playing of the national anthem.
The teams have taken the field here at Cochrane Stadium. Saturday night soccer under the lights. The lights have come on. The Broncos are in town. Western Michigan set to take on Bowling Green. And before we get underway, first the lineups for both teams. In goal for Western, Isaac Walker. And then the field consists of Brennan Creek, Phillip Smith, Dylan Singh, Daniel Nimick, Eric Connerty, Aiden O'Connor, Caden Jackman, Mike Mellaroni, Vianney Durand, and Charlie Sharp. And then on the other side for Bowling Green, it's Brennan Graves in goal with Joey Apanunu, Jacob Erlinson, Zach Bisher, Sergi Martinez, Cale Nichols, Michael Montgomery, Kyle Cusimano, Alberto Anaya, Jensen Lacasco, and Nathan Masters. Underway. Western Michigan tried to get things going early. Ball found its way to the Bowling Green back line. Then they'll send it down to Isaac Walker. Walker rolls it out of the box. Then he'll play forward. Apanunu with the first touch. Brennan Creek for Western. He'll go back to Phillip Smith. Broncos control it on the back line. Going to see if they can use the far sideline to work in front of the Falcon bench. Around the corner. Couldn't get the crossing pass off. Ball stayed in. Good defense there by the Falcons. Back into the box goes Western Michigan. Apanunu tries to play it away out to the side. Got hung up in the box, sat there for a moment. And Bowling Green still trying to get the ball away. They will now, as it carries well across midfield. Back to Walker, who's well out of the box. All the way upfield near the spot he's standing, but on the other end of the field, foul going to be called against the Broncos. Free kick for Bowling Green. And if you're tuning in to watch this one and you pay attention to Mid-American Conference Soccer earlier today, Akron played Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois won the matchup, and they've clinched the conference. So now a lot to be said for the teams that will continue to fight out for one of the top 4 spots. Bowling Green now sits inside that cut line with Akron and West Virginia, and just outside is Georgia State. But if Western Michigan could beat the Falcons tonight, they could climb right back into the hunt. They left a pass off top of the box. Graves swats it down, and he goes down on top of it to collect the save. Western Michigan going back in, top of the box. Now they'll come outside. Shot deflected away. Charlie Sharp tried a shot. Now ball out to Daniel Nimick on the back line. Forward, they'll try the far side again. Offside called on the Broncos. Bowling Green in their black uniforms with the white lettering. Western Michigan in the gray with black lettering, gold trim. Masters continues play forward. Now Bowling Green has the ball on the outside. They continue to march down toward the corner. And now back out. Foul called. Bowling Green going to get a free kick within striking distance out on the wide side of the field. into the box. Western able to play keep away for the moment. Ball back in, still loose. Corner kick, Bowling Green. They'll play short. Corner kick again. Players boxed up in the middle of the box. Anaya out wide for the set piece opportunity. Caught it fat. Apanunu tries to continue it on in, deflected away. Bowling Green quickly back to the ball. They'll look to keep the pressure on. Lacasco, top of the box. Foul going to be called on the Falcons. So Isaac Walker out to play the ball away. Down near the opposite box. Trying to get Western Michigan a look at the net. But Bowling Green already has it back out at midfield. Fisher brings it across. The Broncos will take it back. Forward on the outside, Sharp battling with Apanunu. Sharp gets help from Philip Smith. Smith goes outside, offside, Broncos. Officials have a discussion with a couple of the players. Graves goes forward. Ball carries out of play just in front of the women's soccer banners. Bowling Green women's soccer clinched the regular season championship here on Thursday. Following an overtime victory against the Toledo Rockets. They had to await the conclusion of Kent State versus Ohio. The Falcons needed that game to end in a tie to be able to clinch the regular season title, and that game did indeed end in a double overtime tie at a 0-0 score. So now the Falcons will host the Mid-American Conference Tournament coming up later this week. The quarterfinal round is Sunday at different locations, and then the tournament will come home once again for the fourth consecutive year for semifinals and finals. Falcons men's team looking to try to get closer to securing their spot in a conference tournament theirself. Throw in Broncos. Ball finally finds the ground, and foul going to be called there. Broncos free kick coming up just across midfield. On the ground, into the box, on a run. Graves makes the stop. Sliding stop. That time for Brennan Graves. Out of play, off the foot of Aiden O'Connor, the 6'4" defender from Grand Rapids. Western Michigan quickly gets the ball back. Looking to force pressure down near their attacking box. Ball comes out to Masters for the Falcons. Lukasco threw the ball behind him after the throw-in was awarded to the Broncos. Official has word with Lukasco, and the Broncos are back on the attack. Foul going to be called that time. Falcons will take over. Falcons now moving upfield. Trying to get around a defender in the corner. Out of play for a Bowling Green throw-in. Thrown into the box. Masters goes down hard in the box. No foul called. Apanunu back to the ball. He'll keep it in. Trying to get around two Western Michigan defenders. And Apanunu going to be dinged with a foul call. Western Michigan continuing to use their height advantage, keeping the ball in the air. Eric Connerty back to Aiden O'Connor. O'Connor goes forward, pass too long, it goes out of play. Throw in for Bowling Green near their own bench. Lukasco through the middle, off Bisher. Broncos get it back, shot. Then it'll be Graves with the stop. Just had to take a stride to his left. Across midfield. There's O'Connor once again. Anaya turns it outside for the Falcons. Outside, race to the ball, one. By Bowling Green after a foul going to be issued to Western Michigan. Yellow card will come out of the pocket. Bayani Durand picks up the yellow card. Another good opportunity coming for the Falcons on a free kick. Max Keenan going to come in for Durand.
Into the game for Western Michigan, number 7, Max Keenan.
Falcons waiting to get things set up, still moving around in the box. Masters is a decoy. Ball in. Back out. Apanunu tries to go in backside. Ball still loose. And the handball going to be called on Bowling Green on the backside of that play. Walker back out across midfield. Header continues the ball forward for Western. Played out by the Falcons. 15 minutes gone by. And if you had to give one team an edge so far through the first 15 minutes, it would have to go to Western Michigan. Trying to challenge down in the box. Fisher back toward the middle. There's Masters. Back to Graves. Short out to his left. Forward Bisher once again. Ball taken away. Out of play. Bowling Green throw in. Cusimano and Bisher work together to bring that ball back to the middle. Now all the way across at the feet of Cale Nichols near side. Into the middle, Anaya leaves a pass out front for Masters. Able to keep it in, off a defender. Masters into the box. Ball comes back out. Foul called on Bowling Green. Erlinson has the ball for Bowling Green. He rights the ship forward off the chest of Masters. Bowling Green continues forward momentum. Out of play, off of Phillip Smith. Throw in for the Falcons. Nichols downfield to Apanunu. Right back to Nichols. Through the legs of Sharp. Apanunu controls once again. Falcons back with control in the middle. There's Cusimano. He goes out to his left side, outside, back to Bisher. Into the middle once again for Lecasco. Apanunu. Outside to Anaya, back toward the middle. Cusimano Off to Anaya, shot, blocked. Diving save from Isaac Walker. Had to use a second movement to cover the ball back up. But a save for Walker on a good look from Anaya. Out of play this time off of Dylan Singh. Nichols into Bisher. Now back to Graves. He plays it out of play to his left. Throw in, Broncos trying to go quick. Offside. Graves sends everybody forward. Back and forth possession battle on the 50-50. Bisher keeps it in for Bowling Green, but still back and forth touches for either team. Looks like Bowling Green may finally have clear possession. Anaya tries to go forward to Masters. Ball still loose. In the box, Anaya taken down. Official signals no foul. Apanunu. Back to Lacasco. Masters forward looking for Nichols. Nichols won't win the race to the ball. He'll try to pressure. Masters a touch. Bisher has it. Back out to Nichols. Apanunu to Nichols. Gets around one defender to Masters in the middle. Masters with space. Pass off. Out of play on the end line. Corner kick, Bowling Green. Sergi Martinez had a run on it from the outside. Defender got down in the way, but it leads to a corner kick for the Falcons. First time tonight the southwest corner of Cochrane has been visited.
Corner kick, Bowling Green.
Falcons will go short. Anaya out to Bisher. Deflected by Connerty. Bisher this time looks downfield, finds Lacasco near the edge of the box. Broncos continuing to move forward through the right side of their formation. Now all the way back into the middle. Daniel Nimick. Out of play, throw in Falcons. Graves comes out of the box. He'll send it away. Nimick quickly back forward for the Broncos. Caden Jackman off the Brennan Creek. Into the box. And Graves bobbles it, but he'll keep it in front of him. Finds Cale Nichols out wide to his right. Nichols back to Apanunu. Right back into the middle. Anaya, now Masters. They'll go 1-2 back and forth before Anaya passes to the other side of the field. Lacasco poked through the middle. Falcons now in the box. Lacasco gets it back from Cusimano. Nichols tries the header, but both players go to the ground as the ball finds the hands of Isaac Walker. Cusimano hard to the ground. In a very physical game thus far. Western Michigan in the box. Across to the other side. Broncos still in control. Shot blocked away. Pass long, out of play. Throw in Bowling Green. Falcons will throw in once again. Lacasco finds Masters. Masters leaves it back off for Cusimano. Anaya to the other side. Martinez in control. Anaya steps in front of Bisher, takes the ball back. And a missed touch from the Falcons will lead to a Broncos throw-in. And Mateus Lima in for the Broncos. Ball skied out of play. Throw in for Bowling Green, taken away by the Broncos. They're moving with forward momentum. Ball on the outside, looking back toward the middle, trying to find help. Does. Bowling Green relieves pressure for the moment. Quickly back into the box. Graves comes out. Light touch the first time, and off the bounce, he scoops it up. Off to Apanunu. Now Nichols toward the middle. Finds Anaya. Anaya and Masters went back and forth. Then the ball deflected out of play off of Caden Jackman. Apanunu takes the throw in. Back to Lacasco it goes. Fisher plays it back to Apanunu after he gets some room to play it all the way upfield, looking for Nathan Masters. Walker tells his defenders to leave the ball. They do. He plays it back out near midfield. Lima working through traffic. Dumps a pass off toward the middle. Now ball comes back outside on the foot of Brennan Creek. Phillip Smith back to Jackman. Finding Nimick. Nimick continuously going to the right flank in Western's formation. Crossing pass back toward the middle. Apanunu had to make sure he got the right foot on that one, as Graves got pulled out of position. Broncos still holding the Falcons in a precarious position with 16:28 on the clock. Smith into the box. Deflected away by Bisher. Broncos still controlling the ball at the top of the box. Shot. Nice save by a lunging Brendan Graves. And if we would have been on the hardwood instead of the grass, Graves would have been going up for the oop that time. Caught off balance on one foot, but reeled it in nonetheless. Fisher to Nichols. Upfield, Dimick back to recollect. Ball given off to Walker. Played out to midfield where Apanunu connects with a header. Walker came out for the free kick all the way into the box at the other end. It traveled, shot blocked originally. Back to Nimick. Forward again. Philip Smith, crossing pass, shot, scores! Western Michigan on the board first. And a beautiful centering pass from Philip Smith. And Max Keenan able to connect on the end of the crossing pass. Western Michigan on the board first. And Graves got a piece of it, but the ball carried up into the bottom side of the crossbar and back into the netting. Roberto Fernandez-Garrido in for the Falcons, as they now find themselves chasing one with 14:09 left in the first half. Apanunu tries to go outside. Pass conceded the possession. Bowling Green gets the ball back. Nichols in the box, being held up by a defender, goes to the ground, and foul going to be called on Nichols. Walker, low line drive this time. Foul going to be called on Erlinson. Free kick coming up for the Broncos. Nimick and Jackman both gather around. Everybody else forward. Nimick chips it in. And Graves underneath of it. Graves out to Jensen Lecasco. Toward the middle on the pass from Apanunu. Aiden O'Connor whiffed on it. But Western still comes up with the possession. Fisher has it for BG, back to Erlinson. Playing on the east side of the field. Play back and forth between the benches. Now Erlinson will dump it back off to Graves. Casco forward to Nichols. Deflected by the Broncos. Pass across. Opportunity at a shot. High. Well over the net. Charlie Sharp. Try to look. Foul called this time on Western Michigan. Free kick, Bowling Green. Out of play off of the Broncos. So essentially a win for Bowling Green on the free kick as they'll move up well over 60 yards. Throw in from the edge of the banners into the box. Carries on through, backside. Masters being shielded off. He goes to the ground. Apanunu puts the ball on the ground with the header. Back into Bisher in the middle. Erlinson tried to go into the box, deflected out of play, throw in Falcons. Apanunu back across. Broncos keep it out of the box. And they'll try to attack quickly. Out along the sideline, throw in Western Michigan. Thrown in down near the corner. Corner kick, Broncos. Jackman, outswing toward the middle of the box. Graves tries to come out and get it. He'll have to get help. Graves got the first touch, but he needed help from Sergi Martinez. Philip Smith into the box. And Brennan Graves comes out to the penalty spot to get it. Now we'll get a stoppage. And it looks like Erlinson down after some contact in the box. Graves low. Off the bounce, it carries through to Masters. Heel tap. Heel tap from Fernandez Garrido. Bowling Green still with it. Garrido again. Laid away by the Broncos. Apanunu tries to run it down, but missed on the touch. Broncos trying to challenge once again. Lima through to the outside. Back to Lima. Masters back to the ball. Now it goes to the back line of defense for the Broncos. Nimick forward into the corner. Opportunity for a crossing pass there, but turned away by Bowling Green. Anaya got to the ball. Back out across midfield now, forward. Into the edge of the box, Lima across. And nobody on the end. It was just in front of Melaroni. Jordan Walker and Connor Burkett in for Western Michigan. Under 5 minutes to play. Broncos back on the attack again in the box. Out of play off Erlinson. And the Broncos will have another corner kick. Outswing near the top of the box. And over the crossbar. As Carter Womack going to come in for the Falcons. Graves short. Falcons will work it outside. Apanunu taking as much room as he can have through the Bronco defense. Out of play off Dylan Singh. Womack throws into Bisher in the middle. Continuing it across. Far side, Falcons still in control. They'll bring the ball back into the middle for Erlinson. Apanunu finds the head of Masters, goes to the ground, no call. Falcon fans not happy about that. Bisher gets around the defender. Pass intended for Anaya. Too far out in front, goes long. And now Philip Smith has it for the Broncos. Smith delivered the beautiful crossing pass earlier that ended up in the back of the net. But he's going to be called for a foul there. Graves will send everybody forward. Back and forth around midfield. Smith forward. Erlinson back to Apanunu. Broncos take it away. Falcons take it away. Erlinson finds Garrido. Back to Erlinson. Shot on target off the post. And Western Michigan able to relieve the pressure momentarily with under 1 minute to play. Falcons will try to mount an attack one more time. Casco up through the middle, trying to find Garrido, goes to the ground. And they're going to get a call. 15 seconds to play. And now we'll get a stoppage in play. Falcons will have 12 seconds to try to pepper the net one final time. High above the crossbar, and that will do it for half number one. Walker walks back to the ball, but he'll continue on by it. We go into the halftime break. Western Michigan on top of Bowling Green, 1-0. We'll be back shortly for half number two.
Colleges and universities are no longer accepting just a student. We are accepting an entire support network and family unit with them. How do we engage and leverage our families to be supporters and partners so their students can be more successful inside and outside the classroom? Parent Family New Student Connections was created and established in November 2020 to provide support, communication, advocacy, education for our families. We're not asking our families to drop them off and leave. We're actually saying, be a partner. One of our favorite new initiatives is during move-in weekend, we've hosted a tassel ceremony where we have given our families a tassel, which is a promise from the institution that their voice and presence and support and partnership will make the difference in helping their students be successful. As we evolve as a department, one of the ways that we want to activate our current families is creating a parent council. Having voices of current families advise our department, we are working towards the same goal, which is retaining and graduating our students.
Thank you all for being here today. You are here because you made the decision to be collegiate student athletes. So clap it up for yourselves. So let me ask you a question. Raise your hand if you want to win a conference championship. Raise your hand if you want to win a national championship. National championship. Keep your hands up if you're willing to wake up 4:30 in the morning for mandatory workouts. Those hands will go down because not everyone's willing to make those sacrifices. Keep your hands up if you're willing to put student first. All the responsibilities that it takes to be a student athlete. Are you up for that challenge? The lifelong friends that you will make, the failed attempts that you will learn from, the education that you will earn will all develop you for life after sports. So I'll ask you, are you willing to compete? Are you willing to execute? And are you willing to be a leader? Are you ready?
My major does not define me.
I'll probably be working jobs that don't exist yet.
I want a fulfilling career and to make a difference.
A rewarding life starts with being true to yourself, then taking action. Our design coaches help identify what empowers you so you can think big, try boldly, and stay curious.
A BGSU education is bigger than a degree.
It's a toolkit.
For a life of purpose.
I think education changed dramatically through the pandemic.
We saw teachers being incredibly creative and reaching out to one another to network for ideas to keep students engaged and still learning.
Our commitment was to make sure that people were educated, to do it in a safe environment. One faculty member brought a camper and parked outside to meet students there.
We could space out and do the office hours in a socially distanced, safe manner. And I just wanted to let my students know that I'm a real person outside of the Zoom box.
For a lot of faculty, this was the first time they'd been teaching online, but for faculty in our college, we've had robust online programming for years. And they became really great resources. Starting in the spring of 2020, we worked with local school districts to organize these academic enrichment camps. Our faculty, staff, and students, we made a difference in people's lives, and I think that's what a public university for the public good should be about.
So my name is Sadia Azmi, and I'm from Mumbai, India, and my major is psychology. BGSU was my choice because I did a lot of research and I applied to quite a few universities and I got through them too. But BGSU's program for IO is ranked really highly, actually ranked number 3 in the country. And so it was an easy choice. So when I got here, you have to understand that I'm coming from Mumbai, which is just kind of called the New York of India. And so it was a big, busy city, and coming to Bowling Green was like, whoa, like what century? Something has changed here. Initially, it was a little bit of a surprise shock, but then as I got to meet people, you know, I met my advisor here on campus, and then I made friends just living in the dorms. Slowly, I knew nobody when I came to campus, but slowly I made so many friends that within a month or two, it just started feeling great being here. I have volunteered at the ISA, that is the Indian Student Association, and also at a few events of Global Connections, which is a campus come outside organization where they help out international students. And besides that, I just make it a point to attend every other event that I can, you know, be it the Chinese Student Association or the World Student Association or the African American Student Association. All of that just to get to, you know, meet new people, learn new things. So after I finish this semester at BGSU, I'm going back to India to get married. And then I'm coming back in January. I have this internship that I have planned for the next semester. Probably I will be continuing with the internship that I'm doing right now. And then I will also be taking my GREs and then applying to schools for my PhD program. I would definitely recommend BGSU to students. My opinions, my views were really, really valued here. And especially for international students, because you bring a different perspective. I have observed that professors and, you know, teachers on campus here really value that. So like, you know, in class I would be asked, what is your opinion? Like, and in a very nice way, like not like in an outsider, oh, you know, what do you think kind of thing. And also, it has been just a great learning experience and definitely recommending it.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are.
You don't know what you don't know, but at the same time, you have to be sensitive about the different things that are going on in people's lives.
We're all struggling and we're all fighting a battle, and we have to figure out how to build that bridge.
My definition of a frontline Falcon is somebody who works in a discipline that provides services to people when they're very vulnerable.
They are there every single day taking care of our loved ones when we can't.
Early on in the pandemic, it was clear to me that our students and faculty were going to need to be out on the front lines working. Our medical laboratory sciences students participated in COVID testing as soon as COVID testing was possible. Our long-term care administration students and alums provided very compassionate care to people who were isolated and alone. Our nursing graduates got out into the workforce a month earlier than they would normally be.
Our graduates were able to enter the workforce on a temporary nursing license, and those graduates hit the floor running. The School of Nursing began in July of 2020, and it was really a fitting time in history to create a nursing program to help increase the demand.
There's many, many ways that the disciplines in the College of Health and Human Services rapidly made adjustments and began delivering services to the community.
We thank you for answering the call to come to this profession, and we thank you for everything you do day after day.
Bowling Green State University is redefining student success through high academic standards applied to the goals and vision of each student. Our students couldn't agree more. Their resounding endorsement landed us the #1 spot for student satisfaction among public universities in the Midwest. Bowling Green State University proudly stands as a public university for the public good, preparing our students for success in their careers and in life.
It started with you. A breeze building momentum. A movement gathering force. Even before you could see it, you could feel it. The flutter of hope, the rush of potential, the inexplicable pull toward the edge of opportunity. Falcons take flight. 7 years ago, Bowling Green State University challenged our community to join us in changing lives for the world. Powered by the strength of Falcons who came before us, guided by our indomitable spirit. Together, we rise. Even as the world took new shape amidst a global pandemic, we fixed our sights on tomorrow's horizon. You gave, and it altered our course. You gave, and we are forever changed, united in our vision of the future. More than 38,000 donors answered the call, representing all 50 states and 26 countries. More than 160,000 contributions were given, raising over $250 million. $101.7 million in scholarship and student support funds were committed, creating 235 new scholarship funds to accelerate student success and accessibility. More than $28 million in gift revenue was received in fiscal year 2020 alone, our highest level of yearly philanthropic support, demonstrating the unparalleled commitment of Falcons in the face of extraordinary upheaval. Stirred by emotion, propelled by purpose, lifted by your empowerment, we are airborne. From historic gifts that changed our campuses to focused contributions ensuring that all Falcons soar, your impact is profound. We are educating the world's next generation of trailblazers to forge ahead, honoring our historic strength in business education, preparing journalists, media, and communication professionals to seek the truth, skating with an eye toward the future, and building up our frontline healthcare heroes for those with the courage to respond and preserve our public health. This is not the end of a campaign. It's the beginning of our path forward, one renewed with meaning and optimism, unbridled by the conventions of how it's always been done. Because when Falcons take flight, we make a difference forever. Bowling Green State University, a public university for the public good.
Back here for second half play. If you've just joined us, Western Michigan finds themselves out in front on an earlier goal from Max Keenan. Assisted by Philip Smith, Western Michigan right back into the box here to start half number 2. Ball back out across midfield. It'll go down to Walker outside the top of the box. A little bit of pressure. Bowling Green forward on the outside. Sergi Martinez in for Cusimano. Cusimano brings it back outside the box. He'll pass it off to Montgomery. Kept in by the Broncos. Charlie Sharp stays on his feet. Gets help. Ball in the box. Back toward the middle. Deflected away by Apanunu. Into the box once again. Out of play. Goal kick for Brennan Graves. Erlinson Apanunu. Around midfield, Broncos take over. Back forward, Erlinson a touch. Ball travels up to Bisher. Now front line for Cusimano. Leaves the pass off for Anaya. Trying to go through the defense. Martinez has it back to Anaya. Lacasco outside. Ball back through to the middle. Cleared out of the box by the Broncos. Lima back toward the middle of the field. Dishes off the pass to Nimick. Nimick outside to Keenan. Keenan turns the ball outside to Lima. Back toward the middle. Out of play, Falcon throw in. Cusimano back to the back line for Montgomery. Now Erlinson in the middle. Across to Apanunu. Falcons really still trying to push the ball across midway, in control of it for the first time in the half. Just over 4 minutes in. Masters on the outside, goes to the ground. And a foul going to be called there. Free kick, Bowling Green. Anaya and Masters over in front of the men's soccer banners that reflect their MAC championship from the spring. Masters on target. Punched away by Walker. Apanunu tries to get it back in. Ball still loose. Falcons in control. It'll come out to midfield. Lacasco back in. and deflected away, and that's where the height advantage has really helped the Broncos tonight. Multiple players over the 6'3" mark. Ball travels down to Graves, and he'll scoop it up. Apanunu back to Graves. Pressure from Sharp, but Graves gets it away. Apanunu backpedals to the ball. Pass forward went to Masters. Cusimano over far side. Casco went to the ground. Appeared to may have been a little bit of a push. Nothing called. Team of the night so far. Officials letting the teams play. Max Keenan back to Singh. Singh working toward the corner, into the middle. And off of Casco and then Graves. It'll be a corner kick for Western Michigan.
Corner kick, Western Michigan.
It'll be Mateus Lima. Backside. Bowling Green, first touch from Erlinson. Broncos still in control. Aiden O'Connor went back to Nimick. He played it forward. Out of play off Montgomery. Aiden O'Connor. He'll try to get it as far into the box as he can. Right out in front of the keeper. And Masters relieves the box. Fired back on, but out to the right of Graves and out of play. Short to Erlinson. And the ball carries out into the Western Michigan bench. Throw in Broncos. They'll bring it to the press box side of Cochrane Stadium's field. Graves out to get it. Montgomery, Cusimano, Bisher in on the action. Then on the other side, Aiden O'Connor was trying to work through it all by himself. Casco forward to Anaya. Outside, Cusimano. Intended pass back to Montgomery. Goes wide, and Montgomery had to come back to the ball. Anaya to the ground, foul called. Foul gonna go against Dylan Singh. Anaya and Masters. Anaya will take it. Off ahead, and it rolled on through. Hung in the air till it went out of play, but it'll be a corner kick for Bowling Green. So Anaya goes from his free kick spot to the northeast corner. They'll play it short. Fisher played in, loose near the top of the box. Apanunu outside of the stadium. Fernandez Garrido back into the contest. Walker off the goal kick. Out off Erlinson. Broncos throw in. Max Keenan going to see how far upfield he can get before the throw in. Got a couple of yards that time from where the ball went out. Montgomery recollects in the corner for Bowling Green. Ball along the sideline. O'Connor back to Walker. Hernandez Garrido tried to pressure. Bowling Green still looking for the crucial goal number 1. Out of play, Falcon throw in. Apanunu comes forward. Apanunu downfield to Lacasco. Back to Apanunu, into the box, played away. Broncos have it on a run. Montgomery, the last defender. Forces the ball to be slowed up. Allowed the Falcons to get back, shot wide. And Western Michigan will get a fresh set of legs into the game.
Into the game for Western Michigan, number 9, Eric Connerty.
Eric Connerty, who started the contest, comes back in here in half number 2. Anaya has it. Outside now. Martinez near the top of the box. Erlinson trying to keep it forward for Bowling Green. Brought to the ground. Anaya starts things forward once again, all the way through, and Walker pushes the ball away from Roberto Fernandez Garrido. And that right there may have been Bowling Green's best look of the night so far. Throw in for Apanunu, well down near the corner. Into the box, Broncos push it back out. Apanunu tried to play it back in. Broncos push the ball away. Lacasco there to get it. He'll recollect. Ball back across toward the spectator side of the field. Max Keenan outside, finds help in the form of Eric Connerty. Foul going to be called on Bowling Green. Connerty limps back to pick the ball up. Heavy contact in the shin area with Apanunu. But Connerty wins the free kick, peppered toward the net, and Graves was ready for it. Graves away and across midfield. Eden O'Connor wins, using the 6'4" size to his advantage once again. Graves scoots it up in the box, out near the edge of the 18. Masters in pursuit, but the Broncos win the ball again. Melrani. Creek dumps it off behind him. Keenan once again trying to find Creek. Erlinson got a piece of it. Now Masters moves the ball across midfield for Bowling Green. Sergi Martinez outside. Fernandez Garrido couldn't weave the ball through two defenders. And a foul going to be called on Erlinson. Trying to hold up Mike Melrani. Connerty once again, the free kick. Backside. Able to connect with the header, but carried out of play. Graves has help back with him.
Into the game for Western Michigan,
looking like he'll elect to go short this time. Gavin Wigg in for the Broncos, and Carter Womack back in for the Falcons. Erlinson that time wins the battle against Melrani. Falcons across midfield. Garrido forward looking for Masters. Broncos able to clear it away. Dimmick's done a nice job in that center back role for the Broncos so far tonight. Montgomery will go back to Erlinson. Finds Martinez, who then found Anaya in the middle. Broncos take it away. Forward, one hop into the box. And after a bit of a roll, Graves scoops it up quickly back to Montgomery. Offside called on Garrido. Western Michigan throwing in right at midfield. Apanunu gives back to Graves. Catches it off the top side of his foot, out of play. Another throw in for the Broncos. Deflected back out of play. Will be another throw in. Thrown into the box. Broncos able to keep it in. And finally, Apanunu gets it out. It'll carry across midfield. The Broncos will just give it back to their netminder in Isaac Walker. Left off behind. Anaya on a run, taken down. Foul called. Alberto Anaya. Broncos got the whole squad trying to plead their case, but it's likely going to fall on deaf ears. Big free kick opportunity coming just outside the 18 for Bowling Green. Anaya shot over the crossbar and out to the left. So a chance there from Bowling Green, but nothing becomes of it. And Walker will get to play the ball away again. Nichols coming back into the game for Sergi Martinez. Apanunu with a touch, then Womack. Anaya trying to create some pressure. Nichols will continue to do the same. Montgomery wins the ball down in the corner. But they'll bring it back. They'll say out of play. For a Bronco throw in. Gavin Wigg to throw in. Foul called on the Broncos. All won by O'Connor. For Western Michigan, out of play. Bowling Green throwing in upfield. Ball never found its way in play. Montgomery gets the chip from Erlinson. Garrido leaves it off outside for Nichols. Down near the end line. Light touch came back in front of Graves. Nichols off to Garrido. Ball poked away. Broncos send it down to Graves once again. Anaya trying to work through the middle. He finds Garrido right into the back of Cale Nichols. Easy takeaway for the Broncos. And Daniel Nimick, it looks like, lost a shoe. Indeed, he'll have to lace it back up with 18 minutes exactly. Clock stopped once again. Drop ball. Broncos won the touch. Moving forward up through the middle. Handball called. It'll go with the Falcons. And a card going to be issued. The yellow card handed out. Not the first time we've seen it pulled from the pocket tonight. And this time it's going to be issued to Caden Jackman. Free kick taken by Graves. All the way up to Womack. Falcons just outside the top of the box. Broncos relieve pressure. Erlinson pushing hard. Montgomery forward. Deflected away. Yellow card a moment ago, not issued to Caden Jackman, instead of Brennan Creek. Jackman was in there pleading his case for Creek.
Here we go.
Bicycle kick, scores! Bowling Green on the board. Roberto Fernandez Garrido on the assist from Cale Nichols. What a goal. And we're all even back up.
All right, let's go, BG!
What an impressive finish. Max Keenan in for Western Michigan, and Sergi Martinez back in for Bowling Green. Whole new ball game. All even now, one apiece with under 17 minutes to play. Erlinson. Ball in the back line, Montgomery. Too far in front of Bisher. Wig throws in. Bisher tries to run it down.
Assist to number 12, Kale Nichols.
Wig gonna throw in again. Right back out of play.
Don't give him 10 yards.
Again, it's Wig, throws down near the corner. And Naya applies the shield. And the ball carries out of play. Goal kick for Graves. Red card going to be issued. And that will be the end of the game for Zach Bisher. In hard contact from Bisher, leading to the Western Michigan free kick that we're about to see. 14:57 on the clock. And not only will that red card take Bisher out of the rest of this one against Western Michigan, it'll also take Bisher out of the contest against West Virginia to conclude the season. And that's a big matchup with potential playoff implications as well. Western Michigan just outside the box. Tried a shot deflected away by Bowling Green. Trying to push back in. Abdi Faki into the game. Foul called on the Broncos. Free kick Bowling Green. Graves upfield. Over the head of Faki. Into the hands of Isaac Walker. Quickly now to the other end. Montgomery underneath it. Now we're going to get another stop. Official calling for the trainer. Officials will have a discussion off to the side while the trainers tend to Sergi Martinez. Martinez back to his feet. Malorani back in. And Womack will come in for Martinez following the injury. Drop ball for the Broncos. Out towards Nathan Masters, who's waiting to check into this game. Backside of the play. No foul called. Western Michigan holding Bowling Green on the ground. Official missed an obvious call that time. Erlinson for Defaki. On the run. Turns back toward the middle. Defaki on the run. Couldn't take the ball away from O'Connor. O'Connor's pass forward finds the head of Erlinson. Trying to turn the tide for Bowling Green. Broncos have it back. There's Brennan Creek. Ball sent away by Montgomery. Broncos trying to play it in through the other side. Pass off to Anaya. All the way toward the bleacher side. Womack. Back to Erlinson. Erlinson through the legs of Max Keenan. Womack battling with Keenan again. And Womack going to be called for the foul. Some questionable calls so far tonight. Controversial nonetheless between the fans of both sides. In a pretty crowded stadium here tonight at Cochrane. Ball played forward all the way out of play. And Sergi Martinez is going to come back into the game, so it appears he's going to be okay.
Back into the game for Bowling
And that'll
Green,
take
number 10,
Womack back out.
Sergi Martinez.
10:30 to play here in regulation. Out of play near midfield. Broncos take over. They'll try to go forward quickly. Apanunu knocks that one out of play with the dome. Graves comes out to it. Martinez forward, trying to find Cusimano. Ball gonna go with the Broncos. Downfield to O'Connor. Piped up through the middle. Continued on forward. Now to play off of Martinez. Millerani and Sharp both in there with touches for Western Michigan prior to the ball going out of play. Into the box. Erlinson only able to get a piece of it, but Bowling Green able to clear it away on the backside. All the way forward once again. Keenan tried to run it down in the corner. Played it off of Martinez. Corner kick coming up for the Broncos. So Keenan will stay right over there with the outswing kick. Backside of Graves, second attempt. Couldn't find its way through traffic. Back into the box. Sharp was there. Bowling Green plays it away. And that Bowling Green back line looking like they're running on fumes. Here in a 1-1 contest. They'll power on ahead for the last 7 minutes. Possession battle around midfield. Baki comes up with it in front of the Bowling Green bench. LaCasco lost the ball. Broncos trying to come around the edge. Apanunu closes the door. Thrown in, Western tried to play it toward the center of the field. Couldn't get the touch they wanted to put the ball on the ground. Anaya around one defender. Ball escapes long enough for Western Michigan to gain control. Apanunu, Erlinson. Back out to midfield of the Broncos. Mishandled touch. Bowling Green still with it. Montgomery trying to find an open teammate, does so in the form of Jensen LaCasco. LaCasco through the middle. Nichols. Possession conceded. Erlinson slipped to the ground, quickly back to his feet. Out of play. Apanunu gonna throw in. Bowling Green making some changes.
Into the game for Bowling Green, number 9, Roberto Fernandez-Garrido.
Roberto Fernandez-Garrido back in
And number
alongside
27,
Nathan Masters. Foul going to be called on the Falcons. Apanunu continuing to do a nice job on the right side of the back line. Protecting the edge once again. Gets it down near the corner. Broncos tried to play it back toward the middle. Erlinson has to double tap it to play it out. Off the head of Erlinson, still loose. Foul called on Western Michigan. .3:30 to play in regulation. Will we find the game-winning goal in the next 3 minutes, or will we see extra time? O'Connor with the head. Garrido going to be called for the foul. Nimick, free kick. Forward, Montgomery was there. All loose near the top of the box. Western Michigan trying to find an avenue for a shot. They'll go out wide to Keenan. The ball goes back into Keenan off the foot of Montgomery and off Keenan. It tooled out of play. Montgomery has Erlinson downfield, but he's going to look upfield. And Max Keenan was there for the Broncos. Heel tap. Keenan trying to inch it into the box. Graves lunges out to the right. Recollects. And now 1 minute and 45 seconds left to play. Graves goal kick across midfield. Masters connects with a redirect header. Broncos quickly back on the attack. Graves makes another stop. Gets help from Montgomery. Pressure from Melarani was thwarted by the Falcons. Offside.
One minute remaining in the second half.
Under 60 seconds. Brendan Graves across midfield. Couldn't find Masters. Apanunu forward. Martinez. Falcons could have a look. Martinez off to Garrido. He'll run it down on the end line. Out of play. Corner kick, Bowling Green. Anaya into the northwest corner. 23 seconds. Anaya with the in swing. Played into the middle. Western continues it on through. They'll clear it out. And that will be the end of regulation. We will have overtime here from Cochrane Stadium. We'll take a 5-minute break, and we'll be back for some extra soccer.
Can I have your attention, please? We have a lost phone, a lost cell phone, currently at the light marking tent, just inside the front gate.
Back here, set for the overtime period. Golden goals apply. First goal to be scored will win the contest. If we don't get a goal in the first overtime period, there will be a second overtime to follow. Falcons will kick this one off. The goals today have been scored. Western Michigan's by Max Keenan. And then Bowling Green's from Roberto Fernandez Garrido. All out of the stadium. Throw in coming. Downfield back to Montgomery. Finally finds over the head of O'Connor. But the ball goes into the box where Walker scoops it up. Back out across midfield. Apanunu comes in to cut off the run from Dylan Singh. Tejas Lima starts it off with a throw in. Back to Nimick. He goes forward. Same play we saw a lot in the first half. Nimick electing to go to the far side. Out of play. Bowling Green will throw in. Ball will go back to the point of the throw-in. Official looks to be having a discussion with Eric Nichols. Nichols was issued a yellow card at the halftime break earlier in the evening. Thrown forward up to Masters, but out of play. Broncos will throw in for midfield. Upfield, last touch by Bowling Green. So the throw-in will continue to move upfield. Trying to get back toward the middle. Now back to Daniel Nimick. Nimick chips it forward. Can't get it around Erlinson. But off Erlinson, Western Michigan retakes control. Errant pass that time, ends back up at the feet of the Falcons. Masters forward, trying to get it to Nichols. Nimick uses the size and stride advantage to get it back to his keeper. Comes all the way out to Apanunu, foul called on Charlie Sharp. Apanunu going to get a free kick.
Good job, Charlie. You're doing great, Charlie. In the air.
Masters tried to redirect it into the box for Garrido. O'Connor clears it away. Right down in front of Graves. He'll quickly pepper it back out. Off of one hop. Keenan has the ball taken away. And a pass by Jackman out of play. Back toward the center circle. Back to O'Connor. He finds the keeper. Low line drive, one hop into the chest of Sharp. Now Nichols has it for Bowling Green. He goes to the ground, ball carried across, back to Nichols just outside the box. Lacasco lofts it in. A step too far in front of Masters. Walker was able to go down on it. Foul called on Anaya. Broncos will try to use the sideline. Brennan Creek toward the middle. Pass left off, top of the box. The shuffle is on. There's a shot. High and outside the stadium. Fresh legs in for Bowling Green. As Kyle Cusimano and Abdi Faki return to the pitch once again. Throw in Mateus Lima. Back to Nimick. Cusimano trying to put some pressure on Walker, able to get it away. Apanunu on the end of it. Nimick forward again. Apanunu there also once again. Now Broncos try to keep it on the ground. He'll flick back. Over the middle. Shot blocked by Faki. O'Connor back toward the box. From one side to the other. Corner kick, Western Michigan, 3:20 to play in overtime period number 1. Erlinson able to get it out. Out of play. Western Michigan going to get to throw in. Into the box. Pressure's on. Foul called on the Broncos. Graves plays it out. Out of play off the Broncos. Burlinson wins the race back to the ball. Falcons trying to protect here. Just over a minute to play. Faki comes streaking back in. Broncos still have it. Lima back toward the middle. Tried to play it through. Apanunu there once again. Story of the night for that Bowling Green back line. If anything's been consistent tonight, it's been Joey Apanunu. Anaya goes to the ground. Free kick Bowling Green. 35 seconds to play. Under 30 seconds to play. Everyone will move forward. Graves out of the net into the center circle for the free kick. Toward the top of the box. Broncos clear it out.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And a foul called on Faki near the sideline. That'll be the end of overtime number 1. A short break, and we'll be back for more soccer. Western Michigan going to kick off overtime number 2. 10 minutes on the board. It'll be the last 10 minutes of the contest at the most. Could end sooner than that. Again, first goal to be scored would win the contest. And Western going to try to go quickly on the attack. Melarani. Out of play. Bowling Green throw in. shot blocked by Erlinson unintentionally as it caught him in the face. Down hard. And a card issued on the backside of the play, as I believe it was Montgomery that went down. Card issued to Charlie Sharp. Shown the yellow. Erlinson back to his feet. He's got to be feeling that one. He able to deflect the ball away, but that connected with the face, neck area. Grabbing at his throat. So Graves will play it away from just inside the 18. An eventful first 45 seconds, and there's the handball called on Aiden O'Connor. Bowling Green fans kind of surprised by the handball call that time. I think it's fair to say after the way the calls have gone for a large portion of the night. Apanunu off to Lacasco. Taken away near the top of the box.
Handball! That was a handball!
May have caught that one with the hand again from Charlie Sharp. No call that time. Masters trying to apply the pressure, but Western Michigan able to move the ball forward. Back through the middle. Now near side, Max Keenan has it again. Back to O'Connor.
Keep it up.
Knuckling near the center line. Mimic forward. Deflected away by the Falcons. Foul called on Nathan Masters. Official going to back Apanunu up. Very meticulous with that part of the game has been the official crew tonight. Apanunu all the way forward, connects up front on the front line. Falcons will try to get the ball on the ground. Western Michigan controlling the height advantage. They've really struggled tonight, have the Falcons, when the ball's been up in the air. Card going to be issued. Roberto Fernandez Garrido picks up the yellow card. Correction, Cale Nichols with the yellow card. Free kick Broncos. Ball all the way through. Graves will scoop it up once it gets into the box and eligible for Graves to get the touch with his hands. Out across midfield where Aiden O'Connor gets to it first. Melarani, Max Keenan off Montgomery. Ball down near the end line. Erlinson plays it out along the side. Throw in coming for the Broncos. Into the box. Foul called on Western. Graves back across midfield. The 6'4" Connor won the ball once again. Apanunu. Ball out of play off his head. Max Keenan gives back to Connor. Halfway through overtime, number 2. Masters deflects that one away. Ball carrying down near the top of the box. Falcons able to clear it away once again. And you can sense the urgency here for Western Michigan, as anything but a win would all but seal their fate as far as not making the tournament at the end of the year. For Bowling Green, they'd still be in position to make the tournament. Into the box. Erlinson there with the head. Still loose, arms wrapped around Michael Montemurray and no call. Graves has to cover it up. Ball goes down to the other end for Walker, under 3:30. Low line drive, one hops over Melarani. Montemurray runs it down, he'll give off to Graves. Into the bleachers. And the fans in row 1 have a souvenir for the moment. They'll have to give that one back. O'Connor into Nimick, into the box. Apanunu again. Lacasco moves it back to Garrido. Masters is there. He goes back to recollect. Off to Apanunu now. Back to Graves, just inside the 18. Back to Apanunu. Tried to go up through the middle. Door was closed by the Bronco defense. Foul going to be called that time on Cale Nichols. Western Michigan tries to go direct toward the box. Deflected away, foul called there on Nimick. Quickly forward, Garrido gets it over the keeper. Offside called. Masters blocks the free kick. And he's going to be issued a yellow card. Walker, the free kick from inside the center circle. Up the far sideline. Broncos get to it first. They'll try to come back near the corner of the box. Bowling Green takes it away. And Bowling Green, a 3-on-none. Garrido has help, and he's running down the keeper. Under a minute, Garrido shot, blocked by Walker, shot over the crossbar from Cale Nichols. The door was open, the face completely uncovered, and Nichols caught it with the top of his foot, and it went sky high over the crossbar. And after everything that has happened tonight, the Falcons blew a wide open opportunity at goal. And Cale Nichols is definitely going to have to think about that one. Ball out over the end line, goal kick for Graves. Erlinson slow to his feet.
10, 9,
and the Falcons
8,
are going to be content
7, 6,
to take this
5,
one
4,
as a
3,
tie.
2, 1.
It's a draw from Cochrane with one regular season game left to go. It was a physical game all throughout, and a game the officials may have had an impact in, but Cale Nichols a big chance at the end. Skied up and over the crossbar. This one will end in a draw, 1-1 between the Broncos of Western Michigan and the Falcons of Bowling Green. Next up for Bowling Green will be the season conclusion at West Virginia. If you'd like to tune in to more Falcon soccer, we'll be right back here on Thursday night for semifinals of the Women's Mid-American Conference Tournament.
And now we will announce the Cochrane Crazy Man of the Match. The Cochrane Crazy select goalkeeper Brendan Graves from BGSU as the Man of the Match. Congratulations. The men's soccer team would like to thank you for your continued support throughout the season. Please follow along as the Falcons will begin the MAC tournament November 10th. We hope to see you all back at Cochrane Stadium next year.